Hey everybody, Abdullah Shamari here. Today we're going to be talking about Skillz Inc. or ticker symbol SKLZ. Let's do it. Make sure to subscribe to my page, crush that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and check out my Patreon link below. You'll get insights into my watch list, my daily readings, and instant posts on my buys and sells as they're happening each and every day. Today we're going to be talking about Skillz Inc. It's an esports company. Currently there's this new wave of people moving towards esports, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people aren't able to go outside, go to parks, etc. But now they're able to do esports, online gaming, various different sports, different types of games, and they're able to interact with various players. They have leagues, they have professional leagues in some cases, and Skillz Inc. is right in the middle of it all with this new wave of esports coming. So we'll check out the company, what they're about, their financials, and what we could potentially expect if we were to include Skillz Inc. in our portfolios. As we mentioned, esports will continue to grow. It's a new platform for individuals to be able to play with one another, various games, and Skillz Inc. provides the platform in order to be able to do so in a fair and competitive way. They have various different great games, as we can see here, with these being the most popular games. And what they offer is the Skillz experience, fun and fair competition. You choose from the games from all various genres. You compete in different leagues and live events. You climb up the leaderboards, and they help to organize these tournaments as well as these competitions for individuals to play. And you can find whatever game you want. In addition, the biggest thing with sports, games, etc. is just it being a fair competition and being able to compete with other people at your own level or people who are better than you. And Skillz Inc. is the place to be able to provide that platform for individuals. As a result, it's done pretty well. It did a reverse merger earlier in 2020 in order to become a public company. The stock grew significantly after the reverse merger, going to a high of $47 per share. However, with the recent hit on SPACs as a whole, the stock has decreased back down to about $15 or $16 per share. However, we have to keep in mind that this stock is something that Cathie Wood has been buying significantly as part of her ARK portfolios. She continues to buy the stock and is bullish on the stock. So it's something to consider as you are doing your own due diligence on the stock. We'll next go over the financials. Here, we're just taking a look at the stock real quick, illustrating some of what we talked about earlier. We can see here, IPO'd in 2020 through a reverse SPAC merger, went to a high of $44 a share, and then now it's back down 14s, and then now currently at $16 a share. So now it's definitely trading at a discount compared to where it was before. Market cap is $6 billion. Next, going to the financials. Luckily for us, they released out their 2020 financials already, so we can take a look at fresh financials and compare them to the prior years. First and foremost, glancing thing on the income statement is the incredible growth that they're seeing from a revenue perspective, doubling revenue each of the past 3 years, going from $50 million to 119, and then from 119 to 230. That's 100% growth year over year for the past 3 years, which is incredible. Can't see here the 2017 financials, but from the past 3 years, we can see that they've been growing significantly. In addition, we can see that they're extremely profitable. There's probably just a certain development cost to put games up and some additional admin costs, but overall, there's extremely profitable. We can see here about 90 to 95% gross margins on the $230 million in revenue. We do see that they have a net loss in each of the past 3 years, a more significant loss in 2020. One of the biggest things here is it's related to selling and marketing. They have to be able to market their product because it's a new platform, new industry overall, trying to get more awareness about esports as well as the various games that they provide for players as well as developers. They spent over $250 million in selling and marketing to be able to grow their sales team, etc. This is for the expanded growth. They're probably expecting an additional 50 to 100% growth in revenue in the current year. So we'll start to see this net loss shrink as we get into future years. From a balance sheet perspective, we would expect them to be in a good position. They just did the reverse merger. They have plenty of cash. You can see here going to current assets, $262 million in cash. Their liabilities are only $47 million. So we're in a great position from a balance sheet perspective. The company's set up well, be able to move forward with that growth that they're anticipating. Next, with this type of company, you want to make sure that they have enough cash to be able to survive because they are generating losses. We can see, although they had negative $122 million in net loss, that only translates into $56 million that were used as part of cash in operations, which is a great thing for the company overall. That means their $200 million in cash currently on the balance sheet will help to last them for over the next 3 to 4 years. So we're in great position for the potential growth and eventually be able to get to profitability. I'm sure the goal of the company will be to try to get to profitability within the next 3 to 4 years. So then they don't need their cash. We'll see that these operating cash flows would then become positive instead of the negative numbers that we see now. Overall, the company is greatly positioned to do well within this industry. They are the first ones to go public in this space. And as we've seen with many other industries, for example, Tesla, the first EV company to go public, that usually the companies that are able to do it first, they're able to get that money to be able to expand, grow, do the research and development, do the sales and marketing, etc., to then be able to become the dominant player in the space. So Skillz Inc. is a company that you should do your due diligence for your portfolio. It's something that I'll be looking to acquire as part of my portfolio. As always, make money, enjoy life. Peace.